Alright, a little more about the food fence now that it's actually up and I can use it. I'm going to do some transplanting, and I have what I'm putting on the what I'm hanging on the fence are relatively sturdy gallon-sized pots. I get my pots for free in pretty large numbers from a nursery that recycles them and makes them available to the public. And there are lighter weight ones and colored ones, and you see how soft that plastic is. It's just not good for supporting a plant on the wire fence, since I've got a bunch of pots full of soil. So I'm going to transfer this over. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about soil health. I did a video on soil blend for container gardening, and I talked about mycorrhizal fungi and beneficial bacteria and needing to make your soil alive and healthy. And I found this to be the best product for doing that to your container gardens or even in your garden. The Sure Start, in addition to containing a small amount of fertilizer, bone meal, feather meal, those kind of things, dried chicken manure, bat guano. I mean, this is an all-natural organic product. But in addition to that, it contains mycorrhizae fungi, 5 different species, and it also contains mycorrhizal. So this is a wide blend of mycorrhizal fungi, which will immediately, help bring your soil health to like taking soil out of the forest floor. That good rich soil that we all recognize. So anyway, let me get started on doing the transplant here. And I've put some of the Sure Start in a small container for doing this, just to make it simple. It's a lot easier to pour it out of this than out of a box. Container. Oh, that would be interesting. Right, and this potted soil, I want you to notice there's an I don't know how well we can see that, my angle. There's an earthworm in this. So this is one of the things that the mycorrhizal fungi help encourage. I mean, if you have pots sitting on the ground, which these were last season, worms will migrate up the drainage holes. And, oh, you can't see that. So I have a nifty little thin, all-metal trowel that I like to use for pot transplanting, because it enables me to compress the soil around the larger pot to the shape of the one that you're transferring into it. I'm going to have to re-aim this camera. Maybe not. That'll work. Alright, so let's see. Oops. And so what I like to do is take the pot of the plant I'm transplanting from and press it down into the hole, so that I know that the hole is adequate size for this to drop in, because I want to drop this in a whole piece. And then I'm going to add about a teaspoon, between a teaspoon and a tablespoon, yeah, probably closer to a teaspoon of the Sure Starter. And I'm going to put just a tiny bit of soil on top of that, so that there's no root shock. When you're doing a transplant, you want to minimize root shock. So you take the pot, put your fingers around it, around the base of the plant, turn it upside down, give it a sharp whack, shake it, and it should come out in a solid piece like that. And then you just drop it in the hole, And so for the plants, from the plant side of it, it's like going through a rainstorm. That's about how much root damage was done and how much shock to the plant. So this is immediately ready to go out. It's been, I can't put them all the way out because they haven't been in full sun yet, and they'll burn the leaves if they do. So yeah, that's the process I use for potting plants up, and then I'm going to get a bunch of these put up on the fence today, and these, I've got a bunch out there that are already fully hardened out that I'll hang on the fence, and I'll videotape that part of the process in a bit.